Right, hello, welcome back to another video, and as you can see by the title, I will be reviewing A Clockwork Orange. Now you're probably wondering why I'm reviewing such an old film. Main reason being I got the idea from a friend. He told me I could just review old films that potentially people may have not seen, or you just want a different review from just a normal person rather than a reviewer like big news sites or something. So I'll give you a review. I potentially might do this once a week as well, as along with my other Storytime series, but we'll see how it goes, and you might potentially get a review of a film each week. And hopefully when new films come out, when the cinemas are open again, I'll be able to review newer films, but I'll probably be doing that when that comes. But for now, I'll be reviewing A Clockwork Orange. Now, first thing, I believe this film was filmed in 1971. It is a sci-fi film, about 2 hours 17 minutes. Its release date was January 13th, 1972. So, it's quite an old film. I only got a chance to watch it recently as well, and I thought if I'm going to start with a review, I might as well do a film that I've seen recently and that I've wanted to watch for ages. It has an 8.3 on IMDb, 87% on Rotten Tomatoes, and 8% on Metacritic. So it's done fairly well for itself. The director, Stanley Kubrick, I believe. Kubrick, sorry if I mispronounced that. But this film was based on a book that was written about Anthony Burgess' book in 1962, A Clockwork Orange, and it had something of a similar nature. Now, the film takes place in Old England, and basically it follows a young man called Alex and his group of hoodlums. Basically, they go around terrorizing people and doing less than pleasant things, violence, murder, and I don't think I can say this on YouTube, so I'm just going to say sexual actions without consent. Yep. I'm just going to do that. I can't say the other word on the internet, so we're not going to do that. So basically, they go around trashing stuff, doing these acts, and eventually, Alex's mates get sick of his leadership, something to that effect. They don't like the way that they're treating one of the members, so he shows them who's boss. He does that. They then go to a lady's house, and they essentially try to rob her. Now, they can't get in through the front door with their techniques, so she's like, nope, go away, can't be dealing with you. They didn't say it like that, it's 1972, but still, you get what I mean. She then phones the police, and as she's done that and phoned the police, Alex gets through the window and starts beating her with a model penis, I'm going to say. He starts attacking her with that because she tries to fight back. Eventually, it hits her so hard that she ends up dying. He gets out before the police comes, but before they can run away, his gang hits him in the face with a milk bottle. He's knocked out, and he's the one who gets arrested. He eventually gets put in prison. It's a 14-year life sentence that he gets put in, and he does, after about 2 years, he has about a program that essentially rehabilitates people and tries to make them good and avoid violence, essentially. So what happens is he eventually gets a chance to do that. They strap him in, they show him all kinds of horrific images, violence, sexual acts, constantly. What makes it worse, Alex is a big fan of music, specifically Beethoven, and that's some of the background music. So anytime he hears Beethoven's Symphony of the Ninth, he basically starts to feel sick and associates that with bad stuff, is one way to put it. Eventually he does get out after he's had his torture, but when he gets out, it all falls apart for him. He can't go back to his family house. The family don't want him to stay there. He gets beaten up and his stuff stolen by a group of beggars, I'd say, just filthy beggars. because he attacked one of them earlier, so then he just started getting hit. Eventually some policemen help him. They turn out to be his ex-hoodlum mates, and they torture him as well after. Eventually he has to walk down to a person's house, and he eventually gets down to someone's house of a person that he's essentially killed the wife of. But he doesn't realise that at the time, or the person whose wife got killed doesn't realise at the time that Alex knows where he is. Eventually that guy realises, essentially puts some sleeping powder, I believe, or some sleeping substance in Alex's one. He drinks it, falls asleep. He locks Alex in a room upstairs, and he blasts Beethoven's Symphony of the Night after getting some information out of Alex. Alex is getting tortured, he can't take it, it's bothering him. He eventually has to jump out of a window trying to commit and do himself in. And he doesn't die. He manages to somehow survive, ends up in the hospital. The people who eventually did that to him are starting to get some bad reviews. They try to visit him in the hospital and try to see if they can make everything better for him, and to see if his health being cured. Now, bear in mind this film is a very old film that's come out, but this was a film that, for me, when I watched it, I actually felt bad for Alex. Like, no matter, like, he did so much bad stuff, but I actually felt sorry for the torture that he had to go through afterwards. And that's like, that is something that I feel like is very hard to do, to make you feel sorry for the bad guy. Essentially, he went through all this, and it was like just torture for him, essentially, after everything he had to go through. But did he deserve it? Some might say yes, some might say no, I don't know. But it's like, it's got so many different layers of it. You got betrayal, you got philosophy, you got mind games, you got psychology, you got mental techniques. I'd say if you're not faint of heart, I'd say if you're like maybe disgusted easily, probably don't watch this. But I'd say it's a good watch. It is 18 plus, so only watch it if you are 18 plus, preferably. I'm not gonna advise kids to watch this, but that's my general view. Now, rating. I'll give it out of 10. We'll do a star rating. We'll give it out 10 stars. For an old film, it was actually quite entertaining. So I think I will. What should I give it? We'll give it a 7.2. We'll give it 7.2 stars out of 10 stars. It's a good film, worth watching if you have it. I don't think you'll be able to find it on any. It's not on like Netflix or something. I think you can rent it from Amazon Prime. I rented it from YouTube. That's how I watched it for the first time. It's a good watch if you have some time. And yeah, that is my film review. Potentially you might get another one next week. You'll definitely get some when new films come out, but I just thought I'd try this for now. See if you like it. If you do, I will probably do more. But for now, that is about it for Clockwork Orange film review. I'll see you again soon. Bye.